Euthanasia. It's a word veterinarians often use, yet of the 1,000 things that I learned in veterinary school, performing a euthanasia wasn't one of them. Proudly, now it's one of my most meaningful skills. On the surface, euthanasia seems simple, but doing it right is far from easy. On an animal's worst day, you are expected to be at your best. And when you can't be on your best, you create a facade, because these final moments need your dedication and attention. They need to be cherished. They need grace. I've euthanized well over 1,000 animals, and saying that still brings a terrible heaviness. Euthanasia doesn't get easier with repetition. If anything, it affects me more now. Maybe because of the slow accumulation of grief, or maybe because I understand loss more deeply with age. Either way, it still hurts. Sadness comes from a recognition of suffering, seeing a patient in pain, dying, or both. Most animals that I euthanize are old or sick, and witnessing their decline is inherently hard. Other sadness comes from a sudden tragedy, a pet hit by a car, or a dog suddenly seizuring from a hidden brain tumor. The owners had no time to prepare, and their shock is raw and overwhelming. Early in my career, this was the hardest part, the realization that nothing could be done. Delivering a sad news and then asking for the signature on a consent form felt like throwing salt on a fresh wound. Two sadnesses are unique to veterinary medicine. The first is finances, a barrier that prevents us from saving all the animals that we know we could. We stretch, discount, compromise, sometimes to our own detriment, yet still encounter situations where a better outcome exists in a world where money isn't real. The second is a communication gap with the patient. I speak softly to them. You're going to be okay. We're going to help you. I hope that they feel calm in my voice and in my hands as we place the IV catheter, but I can't know for certain. They are scared, and I would be too. When I first enter the room, I wear my bravest doctor face and explain the situation and describe what to expect. Then I step out briefly to breathe. When I return, I shift from clinician to companion, patient, gentle, steady. Even on the busiest days, these moments can't be rushed. To ease their pain, I ask owners about their pet's favorite food, toy, or their mischievous habits. These memories spark a light in the dark. Sometimes there is silence, and that's okay too. When an owner chooses not to stay to the end, I understand. I refrain from judgment. Their pet is not alone, because I will stay with them till their very last breath. When it's over, relief comes first, and then a quiet, unexpected joy. Because when someone needed me the most, I was there. Helping an animal die well is as important as helping them live well. At the end of each euthanasia, I write a card to the owners to express my condolences. It serves as a final outlet for any lingering sadness and helps me move forward. This practice builds a resilience that makes you more equipped, more kind for each future euthanasia. Eventually, you will take pride in excelling at this skill. In the early days of being a veterinarian, don't let the sadness consume you. It will try. Instead, allow the feeling of sadness to serve as a reminder of being mortal, being human, and let it give you compassion and patience. Because if I ever find myself in a comfort room without sadness, I know it will be time to retire.